Hey, 49ers fans, we are back with another deep dive into everything happening with our beloved San Francisco 49ers. As the playoffs heat up, there is no shortage of stories and developments to cover, from roster moves to standout performances on the field. The energy around this team is electric, and it all starts with the questions about how the Niners are shaping up for their upcoming matchup against the Seattle Seahawks. The stakes could not be higher, and the buzz among fans is undeniable. Every detail matters as San Francisco looks to navigate this crucial stage of the postseason. One of the biggest discussions right now is whether the Niners will make a move to add another pass rusher before heading into the divisional round. The defensive line has been a key talking point all season, especially given how much the team relies on pressure to disrupt opposing quarterbacks. While the Niners had moments of brilliance in the wild card round, it was clear that getting consistent pressure remains an area that could use reinforcement. Adding depth in this position could be pivotal, and all eyes are on potential waiver claims or strategic signings that could bolster the rotation. Among the names circulating in conversations is Darrell Taylor, a player with a history in multiple 4-3 schemes and experience with the Seahawks, Bears, and Texans. Taylor is a 6'4", 267-pound defensive end who brings both size and versatility. His career has had its ups and downs, with periods of high productivity followed by stretches of lower impact, but the underlying talent has never been in question. His ability to adapt to different defensive systems could make him a valuable addition to San Francisco's depth chart, particularly in a high-stakes playoff environment where every snap counts. Taylor's recent history with the Texans is noteworthy. After being placed on injured reserve earlier in the season due to an ankle injury, he has returned to full health. Although he only played in 4 games this year, his experience alongside elite pass rushers in Houston demonstrates his exposure to top-level defensive schemes. Despite some statistical decline in recent years, Taylor has shown flashes of being a disruptive force, and the Niners coaching staff may see this as an opportunity to reinvigorate his career while addressing a critical need for the team. Beyond potential roster moves, the Niners' recent performance against the Philadelphia Eagles highlighted the emergence of unexpected heroes. Eric Kendricks, who joined the team late in the season, played a critical role in that victory, logging extensive snaps and making his presence felt in both coverage and tackling. Alongside him, Garrett Wallow, a player who had not started since 2022, stepped up in a big way, leading the team in tackles and making a noticeable impact in key moments. Their performances underscore the depth and resilience within this squad, proving that contributions can come from anywhere, not just from the marquee names. The playoff journey has also brought attention to rookies making the leap into crucial roles. Maris Seagull, a 5th-round pick out of Kansas State, initially started the season in a different role but rose to the occasion when called upon against the Eagles. His performance included critical tackles in space, coverage responsibilities, and leadership on the field that belied his experience level. Stories like these illustrate the 49ers' ability to develop players quickly and integrate them into high-pressure situations, which could be decisive in a playoff matchup against a familiar rival like Seattle. Looking ahead to the divisional round, there's an added layer of complexity. The Niners face a team they have already played twice this season, which presents both challenges and opportunities. While familiarity can breed predictability, it also allows for strategic adjustments and game planning based on prior encounters. The Seahawks, coming off a bye, are well-rested, but will be preparing for a Niners team that has shown resilience and the ability to adapt. This matchup is shaping up to be a chess match between two highly talented rosters, and every coaching decision, personnel change, and on-field adjustment will carry immense weight. The journey to this point has been defined not only by standout performances, but also by the overarching narrative of growth and adaptation. San Francisco's defense, historically one of the team's defining strengths, faced criticism earlier in the season, yet in key moments, it has risen to the occasion. Limiting the Seahawks to a low-scoring output in 2 previous matchups demonstrates the potential of this unit when firing on all cylinders. The combination of veteran leadership, emerging talent, and strategic depth additions could make all the difference as the postseason unfolds. As fans look forward to the upcoming game, the conversation naturally shifts to player health and readiness. Fred Warner's return remains a central topic, with the team and fan base eager to see how his presence on the field could influence both defensive performance and overall team dynamics. Meanwhile, other contributors who have stepped up in critical moments are being evaluated not just for their statistics, but for their ability to perform under playoff pressure. Every snap, tackle, and defensive adjustment is magnified, making this period one of the most exciting in recent team history. The intensity of preparation, combined with the unpredictable nature of playoff football, sets the stage for a thrilling series of events. From strategic roster moves like potential waiver claims to the emergence of players who exceed expectations in critical moments, the Niners are demonstrating depth, flexibility, and resilience. Fans have witnessed how unheralded contributors can become game changers overnight, reinforcing the idea that success in these playoffs will come from a combination of planning, execution, and timely individual heroics. The energy among supporters cannot be overstated. As the team prepares for its next matchup, the excitement surrounding the Niners' journey is palpable, with each development closely analyzed and discussed. From the defensive line to the linebacker core, from rookies stepping into starting roles to veterans returning from injury, the narrative is rich with possibility. Every decision made by the coaching staff, whether involving personnel, game planning, or in-game adjustments, could tip the scales in a tightly contested postseason series. With the divisional round approaching, the conversation naturally broadens to include playoff strategies, opponent tendencies, and the physical and mental demands of facing a well-rested Seahawks team on their home turf. The Niners' ability to adapt to changing circumstances, respond to pressure situations, and integrate new contributors will be a central storyline as the game draws near. The spotlight on each player, from established stars to newly integrated contributors, adds to the excitement and sets the stage for compelling football drama. The narrative continues to unfold, shaped by a combination of roster management, strategic adjustments, and the individual performances that capture the essence of playoff football. For the Niners, this period is about seizing opportunities, maximizing talent, and executing at a high level when it matters most. Fans are witnessing the evolution of a team that is not only resilient, but also capable of surprising even the most seasoned observers with unexpected contributions and decisive plays. As the Niners gear up for their divisional clash against the Seahawks, every angle of preparation becomes critical. Travel schedules, practice intensity, and in-game rotations all matter more than ever in the playoffs. San Francisco is facing the challenge of playing on the road after a physically and emotionally taxing win over the Eagles, and the short week amplifies the importance of every decision made by the coaching staff. The team's resilience is already on display, but the pressure of back-to-back postseason matchups against a familiar opponent will test the limits of their depth and mental toughness. One of the most intriguing aspects heading into this matchup is how the defensive front will approach the Seahawks' offensive line. The Niners have struggled at times to generate consistent pressure throughout the season, and the addition of someone like Darrell Taylor, if executed, could change the dynamics. Taylor's experience in multiple defensive systems, along with his size and athleticism, makes him a versatile piece capable of rotating into key situations. With San Francisco's pass rush ranked last in sacks during the regular season, even incremental improvements could have an outsized effect in disrupting the rhythm of the Seahawks quarterbacks. While defensive additions are a hot topic, the performances of players who have recently stepped up are equally compelling. Eric Kendricks and Garrett Wallow demonstrated that leadership and execution can emerge from unexpected places. Their ability to communicate, read plays, and make tackles in critical moments highlights the Niners' adaptability. Playoff football often hinges on small details, and having linebackers who can respond under pressure while maintaining gap integrity and coverage responsibilities could be the difference between a win and a devastating turnover. Maris Siegel's rise also exemplifies the unpredictability of postseason success. Originally relegated to special teams, his performance against the Eagles illustrated that preparation and opportunity can intersect at the perfect time. His coverage skills, tackling ability, and capacity to handle an expanded role make him a key factor to watch. In a game against the Seahawks, his ability to limit big plays and step into secondary coverage could be crucial, particularly if injuries or in-game adjustments force the team to rely on him more extensively. From an offensive standpoint, the Niners' strategy will need to be equally precise. While much of the discussion has focused on defense, establishing a balanced attack is essential to keeping Seattle off balance. The Seahawks have demonstrated defensive versatility this season, and San Francisco's ability to mix run and pass, capitalize on mismatches, and control the clock could define the flow of the game. Every snap counts, and offensive execution under pressure, combined with the ability to adjust mid-game, is likely to be a focal point in the team's preparation sessions. Special teams play cannot be overlooked either. In high-stakes postseason games, a single punt, field goal, or coverage error can swing momentum dramatically. The Niners' special teams unit has shown flashes of consistency, but vigilance will be key. Coaches will be looking to exploit opportunities for field position advantage while ensuring that mistakes are minimized. Given the compressed schedule and travel, energy management and focus in these areas could become a decisive factor as the game unfolds. Another layer to consider is coaching strategy. The Niners staff faces the challenge of integrating game tape, opponent tendencies, and player health into a cohesive plan. Defensive coordinators must anticipate Seattle's adjustments while maintaining their own scheme integrity, and offensive coordinators must prepare contingency plans for a variety of defensive looks. In the playoffs, chess matches happen every second, and the team's ability to react, communicate, and execute is as important as any individual talent on the field. The physicality of a playoff matchup against Seattle will also be a defining element. The Seahawks have consistently been a tough, hard-nosed team, and the Niners will need to match that intensity from kickoff. Winning the line of scrimmage, dominating key individual matchups, and sustaining energy throughout 4 quarters is critical. San Francisco's depth, particularly along the defensive line and linebacker core, will be tested as they attempt to pressure the quarterback while containing the run. Every tackle, sack, and defensive stunt is magnified in this context, and the stakes could not be higher for a team aiming to make a deep playoff run. Mental toughness and composure will play a crucial role as well. Facing a team they have already competed against twice in the regular season presents both psychological advantages and risks. Familiarity with the Seahawks' tendencies could lead to strategic advantages, but overconfidence or complacency could be costly. The ability of veteran leaders to keep younger players focused, to maintain discipline in coverage, and to manage high-pressure situations will be instrumental in determining the outcome. The integration of new players or recent contributors adds another layer of complexity. For players like Darrell Taylor, if he joins the team, and for rookies like Siegel stepping into more prominent roles, the ability to acclimate quickly is paramount. The coaching staff's ability to prepare them mentally, physically, and strategically for specific matchups could be a game changer. Every assignment, from pass rush lanes to coverage responsibilities, must be understood and executed to near perfection. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers around the league suggest a seismic shift in San Francisco's backfield might be underway. The 49ers are reportedly closing in on a deal for Austin Ekeler, a move that could reshape their offensive identity and send shockwaves through NFL circles. Sources hint that the team is looking to pair Ekeler with their existing roster to create a dual-threat system that opponents may struggle to contain. If the deal goes through, San Francisco could finally boast one of the most dynamic and versatile running back groups in recent memory. Ekeler, known for his explosiveness in both rushing and receiving, brings a unique skill set that perfectly complements the 49ers' aggressive scheme. Coaches and analysts have speculated for months about the team's intentions to upgrade the backfield, and this rumored signing would align with that vision. Fans have long admired Ekeler's ability to turn seemingly minor plays into game-changing moments, and pairing him with San Francisco's established offensive weapons could unlock unprecedented possibilities. Inside sources suggest the motivation behind the move is more than just depth. It's about redefining the team's approach. San Francisco has consistently looked for ways to innovate their offense, blending power running with a creative passing attack. Ekeler's versatility as both a rusher and a pass catcher could give the 49ers the kind of unpredictability that makes defenses nervous, especially in high-stakes situations. Imagine an offense where Ekeler alternates seamlessly with other backfield talents, keeping defenders guessing and opening up lanes for big plays. While nothing is confirmed, insiders hint at intense discussions between Ekeler's representatives and the 49ers front office, with terms being hammered out in the background. Should this speculation materialize, it could mark a new era in San Francisco's offensive strategy, one that embraces speed, adaptability, and multidimensional playmaking. Across the league, rival teams are likely watching closely, aware that a backfield featuring Ekeler could change the balance of power and force defensive coordinators to rethink their game plans entirely. The buzz is building among fans and pundits alike. Could this rumored acquisition finally allow the 49ers to dominate in the backfield like never before? The football world may soon find out, but for now, the mere possibility has sparked a wave of excitement and anticipation that's impossible to ignore. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.